You don't say to mama, you don't read, oh. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make I use my microscope, scan a reality, scan nigga area biafra phobia mentality. See, set mazin nam the canu free. One war. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwu Kika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go build to Sokoto. Boo, Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marui and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, Biafra. Most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwu Kika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. Biafra. They tried by the canories, these reckless foolanies. They conquered the Lorraine, fooling, fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Naija State and Plateau State, the whole of Middle Belt State every day.
Thank you for joining me this morning, because we have a very long, some long videos to play. So let us just step in. Raphael Chiamaka Jere is my name, by the grace of Chukwu Kikabiama Purimihenile, the Acting Minister of Information, Biafra Republic Government in Exile. I greet you all and I bring you good tidings. Please let us pray.
Ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ ime ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọbụla anyị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọbụla anyị ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etugha eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe nara ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onwe ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi. N'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ uwe na-arịọ gị na-asị, lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ n'Ijipt gotu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị na anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị, wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na eji ama mgbe niile. N'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ewezuga gị, anyị onwe anyị anaghị efe arụsị. Ọbịa mere iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile. Ọbịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile. Anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ. Anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi, sị gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka. Ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị na-efe isi ala ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu. Anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ na ija ma na-asị, lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ, ha wee daa hapụ ekoni ọzọ. Obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala nwekwa n'ihi eze ebube dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke, mana nwere onye kere na n'otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị ebi, mara onye ka a na-arịọ gị ise.
Oh, this prayer is a breath of fresh air, honestly speaking. Now, I want you to listen to this first video. From there, we will begin. Come and see. You know, all the propaganda and all the lying machines.
Cannot ignore the fact.
They thought that it was today. It's not today that your unrighteousness have been known. And because these Americans, they knew that you know how to deny. You know how to deny. You know how to lie. You know how to cover up. I watched Professor Lumumba's video. Professor Lumumba, that I have so much respect for. I watched his short clip. I didn't even share it. I felt like spitting on his face. Professor Lumumba. He was mentioning Federal Republic of Nigeria, as if Nigeria have some kind of respect, some kind of credence, some kind of dignity. Donald Trump have a reason for calling Nigeria a now disgraced nation. They came into Nigeria. They had their own news agencies on ground, monitoring and gathering information, all the details. So when they bring the evidence, you will see it. When you see it, even you, Nigerians, you can't deny it. Yesterday, I played the video of Adamu. You think Adamu is not wise? A former presidential aspirant. Adamu knows that before America will come like this, they know. Now, did Donald Trump accuse Tinubu and say, Tinubu, you are killing Christians, or maybe I am coming to fight Tinubu? No. Donald Trump said that terrorists that are taking the life of Christians, I am coming for them if you do not do something. And before he said that, he has his evidence, and he's not having a second-hand evidence. He has a first-hand evidence. First-hand, first class. Now, it is not somebody telling them, it is evidence gathered by themselves within Nigeria. You think it is just a... That's why all this march, they are marching up and down, saying, Trump, go away. Tinubu, we love Tinubu. It is bringing more disgrace to Nigeria. When they watch it, they say, it is even convincing them more to take action. Are you hearing me? All these protests against taking care of these terrorists that are taking the lives of innocent people, all those protests, it is giving America and giving Donald Trump a more solid ground on taking action. Yes. You know why? They have evidence. Empirical evidence. Empirical. Now, we'll watch this and then we'll go to DonAza's analysis. Oh my God. Please, anybody that have DonAza number, please, I need his number. I need to appreciate him. That guy, one analyst that is doing wonders. And my friend Marcel Okocha is doing well. Yes, he's doing well. Yeah. Okay. Without wasting time, let's go and see how America came to this conclusion and decided that, look, we don't need other people to tell us. We know. Come and listen. Call them all. Invite all those Tinubu sympathizers, all the shameless people. Patrick Lumumba, shame on you. I didn't save that video. He was asking Trump, do you have evidence? Are you working with Nigeria? Patrick Lumumba, no wonder Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will look at them and say, this your G. This your G. Do you know that Patrice Lumumba happened to be somebody that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also believed on and depended on him for his own freedom from Kenya? And the man was part of the people that made sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won. Oh, okay, now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu won in Kenya, ask Patrice Lumumba the pressure he's mounting on Nigeria to do the needful. Rather, he's coming out to defend Nigeria and say that, oh my, black is always black. Oh, you see, black, they are always black. Forget about it. Is as black as they are. It's just black. I'm telling you, I don't know how else to say it. Before community standard will come against me that I'm having racism, because I'm also a black man. My race, my color, God forbid. All right, let's listen to this evidence, empirical evidence. Let's go.
You cannot ignore the fact that there is Nigerian government complicity with these attacks. You saw some of our journalists in the documentary. We wanted to be an organization that tells the truth about what's happening in Nigeria, hence truthnigeria.com. I want to just kind of let everybody know and help you understand how Nigerian news works. If a Nigerian government official does not call for a news conference, the event did not exist. So in order for the narrative to get to the mainstream media, get picked up by Al Jazeera, get picked up by CNN, everything else, it comes from a Nigerian government source. From the very beginning, they determine the narrative. The reporters regurgitate the government narrative. We decided to be a voice and try to help change that paradigm, and created Truth Nigeria to document what is actually happening. How many of you guys know that there were 10 Christians killed in Kaduna just the other day? How many of you know that there were 30 Christians killed in Plateau just a week ago? How many of you know that besides the 280 Christians that were killed in Yellowwater on June 13th, we are now about over 500 Christians that have been killed total since Yellowwater? No one knows. The media is not reporting it. Well, that's why we formed Truth Nigeria, to talk about what is going on. But also, what we pointed out in the documentary that I'd like everybody to realize is that
Oh my God, I don't know why this thing, I have to, oh my God. Please, I have to come back to this video. Sorry, I have to come back to the video. I've clicked the wrong button. They created Truth Nigeria. They created what? Truth Nigeria. So that they will have their own truth direct from the source. The truth direct from the source. They don't need another person to tell them what happened. They have it. First class. Truth Nigeria. They created it. These are Americans. They now decided to shift base to Nigeria, and they created Truth Nigeria. They had to source for the truth themselves. They found it with evidence.
With these attacks.
Pictures. Truth Nigeria, they founded it. Let me make sure that this thing is on the right cursor. All right. Let's continue to listen to him.
With these attacks. You saw some of our journalists in the documentary. We wanted to be an organization that tells the truth about what's happening in Nigeria, hence truthnigeria.com. I want to just kind of let everybody know and help you understand how Nigerian news works. If a Nigerian government official does not call for a news conference, the event did not exist. So in order for the narrative to get to the mainstream media, get picked up by Al Jazeera, get picked up by CNN, everything else, it comes from a Nigerian government source. From the very beginning, they determine the narrative. The reporters regurgitate the government narrative. We decided to be a voice and try to help change that paradigm, and created Truth Nigeria to document what is actually happening. How many of you guys know that there were 10 Christians killed in Kaduna just the other day? How many of you know that there were 30 Christians killed in Plateau just a week ago? How many of you know that besides the 280 Christians that were killed in Yellowwater on June 13th, we are now about over 500 Christians that have been killed total since Yellowwater? No one knows. The media is not reporting it. Well, that's why we formed Truth Nigeria, to talk about what is going on. But also, what we pointed out in the documentary that I'd like everybody to realize is that Truth Nigeria had information that the attack on Yellowwater was going to occur 3 weeks before the attack happened. Now, when we get a terror alert and we find information, we know attacks are going to...
Are you following? Now, this Truth Nigeria that these Americans founded, they knew 3 weeks before the attack. Yeah, there you go. You got my message. I saw it now. I will call you today. Do you know that 3 weeks before that attack took place, these people knew about it? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Oh my God. You see, these people have that. Nigeria of 4. You know, these are things we have been talking about. Everybody ignoring us, calling us terrorists, calling us names. Now, these people decided to shift their base and came home to our home, and they were following up everything. 3 weeks before an attack took place, they knew about it. Now, listen to what they did. Now, follow up. Follow up.
That Truth Nigeria had information that the attack on Yellowwater was going to occur 3 weeks before the attack happened. Now, when we get a terror alert and we find information, we know attacks are going to occur, our method is we issue a terror alert on our website. truthnigeria.com, but we also immediately call the local authorities. We notify the Nigerian military, the DSS, the Nigerian government to let them know this is what we found out. This is our intelligence. Now, a day before the attack, we got word that there's movement happening. They are mobilizing, and they are coming for Yelawada. So the day before, our team notified the government, the local authorities.
The day before, that is on the eve of the attack that took the lives of almost 300 people, this Truth Nigeria, they knew. They saw movement. They alerted the military again. Know this, that 3 weeks before they've told them. Then the day before, you know, they have their satellite images. They saw movements. They notified the military. Oh my God. You people don't know the wickedness going on in Nigeria. That's why anybody that is protesting, going against this thing, if you have monopoly of thunder, if you have the monopoly of releasing thunder, you will specify the people the thunder should take care of. I'm telling you.
And they are coming for Yelawada. So the day before, our team notified the government, the local authorities, the army, the police, and said, hey, there's movement. They're coming. Watch out. What happened? Absolutely nothing. The government stood by.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you listening to what? They notified them. They did nothing. DSS did nothing. The military did nothing. The army did nothing. Do you know what they did? They only, just to make these people feel that they want to do something, they started shooting in the air. Pa, 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 pa. Remember that Yelewata attack took over many hours. Those people operated for hours and hours. Listen, just listen. Listen to him. I don't want to say it. Just listen.
By the government, the local authorities, the army, the police, and said, hey, there's movement. They're coming. Watch out. What happened? Absolutely nothing. The government stood by and did nothing with advance warning multiple times. In fact, there's a military fob with soldiers that was less than a kilometer away while the attacks were going on, shooting warning shots in the air, but did not engage the terrorists as people were being burned to death, hacked to death with machetes, and being slaughtered.
Did you hear that? The military point that was nearby, they were only firing shots on the air. They never engaged the terrorists. They never engaged the people that came with machetes, burning houses, hacking people. Are you following? Then some bastards are protesting and saying, America, leave us alone, no, leave us alone, no. God will punish all of you. All of you. The misery that will befall you will be unimaginable. Unimaginable misery that will locate you and ruin every one of you. Now, we have 35 solid minutes of DonAza's analysis. I don't know whether we can take it all, but let's try. Let's try. We have, because DonAza wrote one shameless idiot that is called Kiamo, the aviation minister of Tinubu. And then there's also a letter that the shameless FFK wrote. DonAza responded to all these things, and it is very, very top-notch, honestly speaking. I need less to say things. I just want you to listen. Calm your nerves. Invite people, especially those that have not seen it before. Even if you have seen it before, we're going to touchlight a little bit of it here and there if there is need for that. But just come here and use your ear and do sit down and listen. Okay? This morning. So let's do this. Hey, a lot of things, but we'll do only the one we can because the updates are too much. Remember that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court today. We know their propaganda court. They are coming today, and all these things. And I'm very have written DonAza. Hey, my internet. What's happening? Okay, the internet has connected back. The internet was fluctuating before, thank God, connected. So Donald J. Trump have been written by Mazen Namdekan. Remember, I told us to be retweeting and tagging Donald J. Trump. If I finish this message now, I will still go back and retweet that message and tag Donald J. Trump. He needs to get that message from Mazen Namdekan. We are going to see the charade they will do today. We are not expecting wonders from them, but we know that Mazen Namdekan must be free. Whatever they do, whether they like, let them condemn him today, whether they like, let them finish him today. You know, they were trying to tell him, we are giving you last chance, last chance, but last chance, finish all of you, evil people. Last chance to come and put in your defense of what? Last chance. Actually, Nigeria have their own last chance. Mazen Namdekan is not about last chance. Mazen Namdekan, his own is just beginning. But for Nigeria, this is Nigeria last chance. Thunder, fire, all of you, bad, evil people. Let's listen to DonAza.
A religious leader who hid over 262 Christians in his mosque from attacks in Yewa, who was pursuing this number of Christians. Where did these people know? They say they know past America. They don't know say Americans, they get a lot of intelligence report. For me, you can't gaslight United States. They know what you think they don't know.
They just bought the line from the government that it wasn't really happening, and they bought the line from the U.S. State Department that this is nomadic tribesmen being forced to move from climate change. The Fulani are not really terrorists. Oh, the fact that they're Muslims got nothing to do with it. Because they're nomadic tribesmen, they're looking for other land. They're looking to go somewhere, and that's forcing them to clash with the Christian villages. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
That's absolute nonsense.
Absolute
That
nonsense.
is just an example to you of how climate has been used as a scam. I mean, all of these systems that are being implemented that are so profoundly dishonest, they're systems of control. How do we control the people, control the information and the narrative, and then have that as cover to do whatever it is that we want to do? Which, by the way, is to go into Christian villages and not only annihilate people.
Hello, you are welcome to this class. Push deformation. Make you no keep quiet. Make you also counter am with your truth, with wetin you know. If you keep silent,
yes,
e no good. Na wetin I dey battle since morning be that. I enter Twitter. Na so I dey read many things. As if Trump talk say he wan fight Nigeria. As if Trump talk say na President Tinubu na him dey attack Nigerians. He only said fight the terrorists. People call dey equate the terrorists to Nigerians. As if they say na President Tinubu na they attack everybody, or he thought say he won't fight against the people of Nigeria. I've never seen this type of things before. I never see her before. I say, my God, oh, wait a minute. Nigeria. Me come this class, okay?
Thank you. And there's one beautiful thing that is going on. Some of the things that they have tried to take away from the internet, it is now coming back. How many of you have seen the voice note from Pantami, the former communication minister, how he was charging them to go to Plateau and massacre them? I shared it. If you are not following on Twitter, you are not doing yourself any good, though. Twitter is hot. Twitter is hot. You must follow Twitter.
Against the people of Nigeria. I've never seen this type of things before. I never see her before. I say, my God, oh, wait a minute. Now bring me on this class, okay? As you can see in this place, I said you cannot gaslight or deceive the Americans. They know more than you. They sabi pass you. That phone where they use, that WhatsApp, or it is say if you send message, nobody feel it down. They feel it down. That your Facebook, they feel check them. Upon say they say the information are encrypted. They feel see am. So you don't feel like they sabi everything.
They know.
Okay? The only way out is the truth. It is not PDP versus APC. This is not about gaslighting anybody. Try to silence person with propaganda, covering the truth. As you can see in this place, one of them na Festus Keyamo. This morning, I enter Twitter. I see what he write. Make a summarize am. Now he be this. The thing long well. He dey write Trump. Donald Trump. See his defense. I will summarize am. One, he thought say he be Christian and human rights lawyer. He said he once received a U.S. Global Human Rights Award. Okay? Me say he cannot speak against humanity. He dey defend human rights. Okay? He said he will never serve in a government that kills Christians. This is my point. Did Trump say Tinubu dey kill Christians, my people?
Are you hearing it? So you can imagine the heartlessness of black Nigerian person. This man, Festus Keyamo, he's talking about himself receiving an award and all these things as if it is him we are talking about, or the wickedness and terrorism that is being allowed to fester in Nigeria. Okay, so please, oh my God, I don't know whether I need to be
US
patient and allow
Global
this thing to
Human
flow.
Rights Award. Okay, me say he cannot speak against humanity. He dey defend human rights. Okay, he said he will never serve in a government that kills Christians. This is my point. Did Trump say Tinubu dey kill Christians, my people? He just talk say they know they act the way where they suppose act. They go dey change the narrative. I don't know who they want please. No be only him, he dey everywhere. FFK, many of them. Who they want please. This is a good thing to drive. You twist the information, you drive it. Covering the original thing. This type of statement, they protect the terrorists. The man said, now terrorists, why they kill both Christians and Muslims. Now I say, make we attack. Tinubu appointed many Christians into key positions. I don't know when terrorists walk by people, whether they ask how many Christians Tinubu appoint. More security chiefs other Tinubu are Christians. All these things what you see for your soul at the Somaliland, so waiting.
Now, there's another thing that concerns us very well that we need to touch. Did you people see the post of Soludo? Wait, we are coming, oh. There are many. When I tell you there are many bad eggs, we need to sweep out of Biafra land. Soludo tweeted, and he tweeted to Donald Trump. He said Christians are killing Christians in Southeast. When they are talking about massacre, what terrorists are doing, Soludo, a governor of a Christian state, a Christian populated state, is telling Donald Trump, forget about this story. All those things are lie because Christians are killing Christians in the Southeast. Ask Soludo to bring his evidence. The people killing people in Southeast are Soludo's agents, proven with evidence. The people unaliving people are the terrorists of Nigeria army that are in Southeast and Soludo's agents that they call them Udogachi and Ebubago. But now, Soludo is also supporting the narrative to stop Donald Trump for doing the right thing. How many of you saw it? If you didn't see it, please, I don't know whether I shared it because some of those things, they're so nauseating. From our own side, where people are suffering this same evil, Soludo is telling Donald Trump that Christians are killing Christians. Okay, if Christians are killing Christians, the issue here is the killing must stop. So we need to stop the killing. It's not you coming to tell us Christians are killing Christians, Muslims are killing Muslims. Is that the issue? The killing must stop. The issue being addressed is even the kill. So they're not even talking about the killings. They're not talking about the people that have been unalive. All they're saying is the Christian. Forget about Muslim. It is not about killing only Christians. Can you imagine the narratives? All these bastards are changing. Please take note of Soludo. Soludo. Okay, let's go on. Thank you, DonAza. I'm sorry for stopping you there. Please go ahead.
Christians Tinubu appoint. More security chiefs other Tinubu are Christians. All these things what you see for your soul at the Somaliland, so what he write, it's like about 70% of what FFK wrote. If you go to FFK's Twitter page, now almost similar thing. Even the governors in the South and Middle Belt, they are Christians. Now this one, how they talk? People know they die. They know they fight people. It was a Tinubu's wife is a pastor in a major Pentecostal church. FFK also use this line. Tinubu's children are practicing Christians. FFK talk say Tinubu's son's friend share Bibles. Tinubu is a moderate Muslim who prays with pastors. Nigeria is a secular country with freedom of religion. Nobody disputed or disabled Trump's message. No talk about these things. Okay? Violence in Nigeria affects both Muslims and Christians equally. The killers are Boko Haram, X-Men, and cattle rustler, not government forces. Trump talks na soldiers they kill them. Trump talks say na soldiers they kill Christians, or they are lukewarm about the kind of terrorists. Did he accuse Nigeria army? The insecurity was inherited from past administration. Tinubu no inherit subsidy, but they kill it the first day. Abi? Tinubu's government is making progress against insurgents. You dey teach America, they don't know. They don't know. America don't know. Even opposition politicians agree there is no targeted killing of Christians. Can you imagine? They say, may they brought in their sources of information. May they compare with Nigeria government instead of believing false report. US, they believe false report. US, they believe false report. US, where you see your liver? I look at the OT and say, I need to reply. I don't drop my reply for Twitter. I also drop it for Facebook. If you check YouTube, you also did there.
I saw it. I saw your reply. And I retweeted it. Please, I saw his reply. If you see what DonAza wrote, if I wanted to read what DonAza wrote. I said, no, let us listen to him. He wrote a very long one to debunk all these bastards. Well done. I saw your reply.
See what you are right. Okay? I said there at FKMU, I read through your piece here. That is the one he wrote to Donald Trump. You said your appointment as a Christian minister.
Okay, I think he wants to analyze what he wrote now, so let's listen to him.
Proves there is no persecution. But when bandit and Fulani militias attack villages in Benue, Plateau, Nasarawa, or Southern Kaduna, do they stop to ask if the Minister of Aviation is a Christian? Are asking, do they check the president's cabinet list before burning homes and killing farmers? The dead do not care who was appointed. Political appointments cannot replace justice for those who have been slaughtered. I mean the right so. I can't tell her, Donald Trump did not accuse President Tinubu of killing Christians. He did not. Because when you talk like this, people will not sabi, they go buy am. This one can bury the original mission of eliminating terrorists. There is nowhere in Trump's statement where he made such a claim. He only said that Christians are being killed in Nigeria. I call on the government to go after the killers.
Yes.
That is the same things Nigerians have been crying about for years. Yes. I continue. If Trump is saying the same thing that the citizens, pastors, and victims have been shouting for years, why respond with a long political essay instead of a plan of action? We are talking about lives here. Why not tell the world plainly that Nigeria has a problem? Tell them we get problem. Solution don't come. But the way you are putting it is wrong. Bring the solution, but we can do it ourselves. Bring the weapons. Train us how to use them. Better like that. There's a way to put things. You want to deny pata. So why don't they go America and go do training? Why don't they go there? They ask them, say, I want to buy ammunition. And guess who? Why not have a problem and need help to go after the killers? Both Fulani militias and terrorist groups killing people of all faiths. Why pretend that because the president's wife is a pastor and his children are Christian, the country has no crisis? This is not a family issue. This is a national tragedy. When they talk about Bola Ahmed Tinubu's family here, now people like Nigerians, especially those in the middle belt, Kwara, and the rest of the country. You know that President Tinubu is a moderate Muslim who prays with pastors. That is fine. But being a moderate does not make the killings disappear. Okay? Quoting President family's faith to defend state inaction is meaningless. Nigeria needs leadership, not family testimony. This is not PDP versus APC. This is not about who supports or who opposes the president. This is about human lives. It is about farmers murdered on their lands, children born in their homes, and families forced to flee to IDP camps. Look at Benue, Plateau, Nasarawa, and Southern Kaduna. Every week brings a new attack. Even yesterday here, you saw it. Yellow Water, Benue, over 200 Christians were killed. Bokos and Bakila have become a mass graveyard. If there is no Christian genocide, what was Governor Otom crying about in Benue? What did President Tinubu go to Benue to do after the Yellow Water massacre? What did he go do for there? They no purpose for there. They don't do genocide for there. If there are no killings, why are Christian communities living like refugees in their own country, in IDP camps? They don't even go back to their houses. I never see this type of gaslighting. You completed the massacre of Christians. Wow. The U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom and Amnesty International both report that Christian farming communities in the Middle Belt face repeated and organized attacks. These are not random crimes, but a clear pattern of targeted violence. A UK Parliament report recorded over 12,700 Christians killed and 7,900 abducted between 2019 and 2022. No be President Tinubu dey power this time. It no be dey. Na another person. Where FFK dey cry. When Omokri dey cry. Because na Buhari dey there or what? So they will not kill anybody that time, abi? Na just dey shout that time. FFK, Reno, and the rest. Where Buhari dey there. So no killing. So recent reports by Reuters and Guardian show that in 2025 alone, more than tens of Christians were massacred in Ilowata, Benue, while dozens were killed in Bokos and Bakin Ladin. Human Rights Watch confirms that such killings are coordinated, calculated, and often ignored. Okay? The evidence is overwhelming. Christians in Nigeria's Middle Belt are being disappropriately targeted, and the violence is systemic, not equal. Okay? The truth is that there has been no political way to stop them. Each time Nigeria cries out, government officials treat it as an attack on the government rather than a cry for help. Just like now, Trump is talking. Say, let's attack the terrorists. They rearrange them to look as if they are attacking the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. People's life. We are talking about people's life. Even the terrorists, they will be gyrating for the way people are trying to attack America. You cannot come here. You cannot come here. There is no genocide. They are killing generally. The killing is normal. Huh? Killing babies that are sleeping. So people are saying, now class, AK-47 versus ordinary hand or versus cutlass. AK-47 while you are sleeping. Now class in your own community. Don't be saying we're going to meet for battlefield. Oh, Nigerian government. Every report, every video, every outcry is dismissed as propaganda. That is why nothing changes. The killers move freely because those in power prefer.
DonAza, do you know that most of the killers are on TikTok? Oh my God. Most of these killers, they are on TikTok, displaying their AK-47 and showing their money, ransom money. No political will. Deliberate actions.
No. Oh, Nigerian government. Every report, every video, every outcry is dismissed as propaganda. That is why nothing changes. The killers move freely because those in power prefer silence to truth. So, when the world begin to notice, the government rushes to deny instead of act. Instead of them to act, they deny it. Because you of all people should remember that when the APC was in opposition, it ran to Washington, D.C. to tell the Obama administration about the same genocide in the north. Yes. Other Goodluck Jonathan said they commit genocide against them. Even Bola Tinubu was tweeted about it. Back then, you called it genocide. So what change? What did not change? They hear more of the now. Did the killing stop because you came to power? It stopped. If it stopped, what did FFK they cry about what Buhari did there? Reno Mokri and others. Or massacre, many massacres. It don't stop. Or is it only called genocide when another party is in charge? Was genocide invented for Goodluck Jonathan? Or invented for PDP? I don't understand. No be solution. Now that time, I don't understand though. If your goal was honesty, your letter to Trump would have been short and sincere. You could have simply said that there are terrorist attacks affecting both Christians and Muslims, and that Nigeria needs help, intelligence, and technology to go after the killers. That would have shown leadership, not weakness. That would have shown truth, not propaganda. Nobody said Tinubu is killing Christians. The point is that he must do more to stop those who are killing Christians and Muslims. Because if the killings continue and the government keep denying them, history will not remember who was the president. It will remember those who stay silent, those who even defended the killing systematically. That's what I'm saying. Nigeria does not need denial. Nigeria needs truth, accountability, and courage. Every time you deny the pain of your people, you give strength to those who kill them. And when that happens, the blood no longer cries only from the ground. It cries against those who refuse to act. This is not about politics, Mr. Kiamo. This is about truth. And no government can win peace by denying pain. It's not possible. It's not possible. Where did this people don't know? They say they know past America. They don't know say Americans, they get a lot of intelligence report. They get people from Nigeria where they call them up and down. They give them info. Set like they everywhere. They see the movement. Listen to this.
There's one thing I don't just like to hear in Nigeria when they begin to say, oh, Trump has some misleading information and all these other blabs. We, the survivors, we, the witnesses, we were the ones who petitioned this matter. A lot of them in government, in the federal government, amongst many governors of the core north, amongst many traditional rulers, are the sponsors of this jihad. America did not so motto in law, that is on your own, on their own, stand up to say they are going to fight this issue in Nigeria. No, it is Nigerians that begged for help. I included. I wrote to Ted Cruz. I wrote to Senator James Langford, the senior senator from Oklahoma. They've been pursuing this even that week before Trump designated Nigeria, elevated Nigeria's status to that of a country of particular concern. He did that last Friday. On Tuesday, I already knew about it. These people have more intel than even Nigerian government have themselves. I'm telling you because I've related with these people. Their intel.
These people have intels more than Nigerian government themselves. You saw it, I told you. They established in Nigeria what they called Truth Nigeria. Truth Nigeria. They established it inside Nigeria and they are getting information and they have their satellites all their satellites everywhere. So they get this information before they attack. They will inform Nigeria government, and they will be waiting to see if Nigeria government will do something. They will do anything. Few hours before they attack, they will get them contacted. They will do nothing. All this evidence, they are with Donald Trump. Everything with him. You people are just senseless, and you are just running up and down the streets. Hey. When Donald Trump see you, say, he will even consider all of you that are protesting. He will believe that most of you protesting are even the terrorists. Because there's nowhere where people are being unalived like that in a massive scale, where help is coming and they will be protesting against it. The only people that will be protesting against it are the people involved in the crime. Because this thing is evident. The news is everywhere. Yellow water is not hidden anywhere. Do you know that as massive as yellow water was, it was very dark man that brought the video to the social media and they flagged it. I don't know how they succeeded in going on to what do you call it, Instagram, Facebook, to make sure, is it that what's the owner of the Facebook, this shameless man that owns Facebook, what's his name, this shameless man that owns Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, did they bribe Mark Zuckerberg to shut that video down from Instagram and from Facebook? Now the video was even flagged on YouTube. But they did not know that Truth Nigeria, they knew 3 weeks before the attack. Truth Nigeria informed the army, the DSS, few hours before the eve of the attack, they informed them. As the people were moving, they were telling them, look at them, we are seeing them, they are moving. Do you know what they were not doing? They were just shooting gun in the air. And this attack took over 4 hours. Over 4 hours. There's one lady, I have her video on Twitter. Let me see if I can bring it. The lady said they unalived her husband in her own face. She said they took my husband. They unalived my husband before my very face. I saw them. They took my husband. They took him in my own eye. Oh, there are so many videos I would have showed you this morning. Now listen to this. This starts something seconds. Listen to this before we go back to our brother DonAza. Listen to what an eyewitness, before her very eyes, they took her own husband. They unalived her husband before her. Listen to her.
This one is not far. They killed my husband in front of me. I'm seeing the way they killed him, but no way for me to run and come out, because the distance is not far. This is the room of the pig, and this is the place by that mango tree. That's where they killed him.
We believe that there was an agenda, or there is an agenda, an ongoing agenda of the Middle Belt. The Middle Belt has actually resisted Islam, since, it came. So there is a calculated, testing of the ground and the waters to see if we can actually do jihad again.
They killed my husband in front of me. I'm seeing the way they killed him, but no way for me to run and come out, because the distance is not far.
I said it. They took the life of her husband. Do you know why this thing was going on? Come and see what this shameless vice president was doing in the United Nations. Nigeria was boiling. Nigeria was under attack, heavy attack. Listen to this bastard at the United Nations.
We are all witnesses to the heart-wrenching situation in Gaza and other Palestinian territories. We cannot discuss war and peace, conflicts and resolution, or humanitarian imperatives today without reflecting on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that has been raging since 7th August last year.
Now, this man was busy talking about Palestinian and Gaza, whereas the people that were being murdered in Nigeria were more than the numbers in Gaza. There were no bombs. Israel was not dropping bombs in Nigeria, but terrorists handling AK-47 were hunting down people that were in their sleep in Nigeria. And this bastard, this son of the devil, was in the United Nations talking about Gaza and Palestinian. Can you imagine that? Listen to him. Let me start it again. In about 1 minute 45. Just listen to him when he talk about human rights. And you ask yourself, what is human rights when you are not following it up in your own country?
Today, we are all witnesses to the heart-wrenching situation in Gaza and other Palestinian territories. We cannot discuss war and peace, conflicts and resolution, or humanitarian imperatives today without reflecting on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that has been raging since 7th August last year. Of course, the conflict predates this period and has been simmering for a better part of half a century. What it tells us is that the international community has failed to live up to the spirit and aspirations of the United Nations.
International community has failed. As this bastard, did you not fail? If international community failed, how about you? Okay, you did not fail. People are being unalived in your own state, in your own country. You are here talking about another people's country, people that are more sophisticated than you. He said that international community failed. Did you succeed?
International community has failed to live up to the spirit and aspirations of the United Nations, to rid the world of inequality, violence, and domination of one people by another. Justice is antithetical to revenge. Freedom is an inalienable right.
Freedom is an inalienable right. In the same country where Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is asking for the freedom of his own people, an inalienable right. But you denied him. Not only did you deny him, you took the lives of his people. Not only did you take it, you came to kill him, he escaped. You went to Kenya and kidnapped him. He defeated you in your court. You are still holding him, and you are here at the United Nations saying freedom is an inalienable right. But people are suffering of injustice in Nigeria. Just imagine.
And a natural entitlement that cannot be denied to any people.
Look at it.
The Palestinian people deserve their independence.
Look at it.
They deserve to have a home of their own and territories already recognized by this very assembly and by international law, which is being routinely ignored. Nigeria continues to urge efforts to bring back on track the two-state solution that offers the prospect for a new beginning for the region. Nigeria reaffirms to supporting United Nations peacekeeping operations. We recognize
Shut the F up. Shut the F up. Let me go back to DonAza and see whether we can take another 5 minutes from that. Do you understand what I mean now? This man is going to show you that their agenda is not hidden. Their agenda was not hidden. They were showing it that they were only after those that are not Islamic. If you are not Islamic, they are after you. That's what they are saying. They were easy to support Gaza, but Christians that have been unalived in Nigeria, they can perish. And now when the people that have gathered all the information are talking about it, they say, no, it is not only Christians that are being murdered. Muslims are also thunder fire all of you. Now listen to this particular conversation and then we'll end it. Now this man here, he's from Benue State. He's the one that reported this issue. He's the one on the phone here talking. Now let's listen to him.
Nigeria, where they call them up and down, they give them info, set like they everywhere. They see the movement. Listen to this.
There's one thing I don't just like to hear in Nigeria when they begin to say, oh, Trump has some misleading information and all these other blabs. We, the survivors, we, the witnesses, we were the ones who petitioned this matter. A lot of them in government, in the federal government, amongst many governors of the core north, amongst many traditional rulers, and the sponsors of this jihad. America did not sow motto in law, that is on your own, on their own, stand up to say they are going to fight this issue in Nigeria. No, it is Nigerians that begged for help. I included. I wrote to Ted Cruz. I wrote to Senator James Langford, the senior senator from Oklahoma. They've been pursuing this even that week before Trump designated Nigeria, elevated Nigeria's status to that of a country of particular concern. He did that last Friday. On Tuesday, I already knew about it. These people have more intel than even Nigerian government have themselves. I'm telling you because I've related with these people. Their intelligence, it is from these people that I even begin to know stories about Nigeria that I never knew. These people are the owners of the technology we use. Today you'll be talking to me.
Are you hearing it? These people in Benue, they were the victims. So there are so many things even them that were in Benue did not know that America intelligence already knows. Hello? So there are so many things him did not know. When he was reporting the issue to America, America was telling him, yes, we know this one you're reporting to us. Did you also know this one? Look at what you didn't even know was happening under your nose against your own people. So America are more informed than anyone in this matter. That's why they said enough is enough. Listen to him again. I want him to repeat that.
Source of this jihad, America did not sow motto in law, that is on your own, on their own, stand up to say they are going to fight this issue in Nigeria. No, it is Nigerians that begged for help. I included. I wrote to Ted Cruz. I wrote to Senator James Langford, the senior senator from Oklahoma. They've been pursuing this even that week before Trump designated Nigeria, elevated Nigeria's status to that of a country of particular concern. He did that last Friday. On Tuesday, I already knew about it. These people have more intel than even Nigerian government have themselves. I'm telling you because I've related with these people. Their intelligence, it is from these people that I even begin to know stories about Nigeria that I never knew. These people are the owners of the technology we use.
Are you listening?
Today you'll be talking to me, we will be talking straight away. You say, oh, let's talk on WhatsApp because you feel that you want to talk through an encrypted platform. But these are the people that own it. So it's not encrypted to them. You say, oh, let's talk through Facebook Messenger because it's encrypted. It's not encrypted to them. So me as a victim from Yerwata, my own land, my own ancestral land, they've been killing almost every week, every 2 weeks. The difference between what happened on June 13 and 14, the massacre of about 278 people, was because of just the sheer size, the sheer number. But we've lived with it for the past 10 years. That every week they will go, they will kill 10 of our people, they will kill 8, they will kill 13. And let me tell you the extent of government complicity in this.
You don't hear that so. Because there are a lot of data boys, appointment seekers, appointees, and others that will call terrorist sympathizers when they try to gaslight America. They won't gaslight them. They won't tell them say get any intelligence report. People where find Osama, locate to where he did. Person where know where they hide for inside rock. Go trace you. They know sabi. Okay. Continue. They talk as if the US said it will destroy Nigeria. The way they put as if we are coming to destroy Nigeria. Not that it will come to destroy the terrorists. When you could have simply welcomed the help and said, yes, we have this problem. Help us with intelligence, equipment, and support to fight these killers. Instead of coming yourself. You instead start doing propaganda and sounding like Gumi, just like here. Like Gumi.
The best thing now is for Nigeria to warn the president of America and tell him to retract his threats, because it's a direct threat, even ordering the Pentagon to be ready to attack Nigeria for what?
As if it say he will attack Nigeria. As if it say he will attack the people of the country. As if he say he's going to buy me, buy you, buy everybody. By joining everybody together, you are indirectly protecting the terrorists. You are gaslighting USA indirectly. That is the meaning. That is a tactical support. Talking about their atrocities. Okay? For me, you can't gaslight United States. They know what you think they don't know. You think by simply say no genocide without evidence to back it up, you can treat the truth. It's not possible. Here is just a small part of what they already know. Mogusi. Listen.
E se fare compere in un negozio fosse come lo shopping online?
Benvenuta, ti chiederò un paio di cose prima di iniziare.
There was no truth.
Yeah, we're going to end it here for now. There was no... Okay, let's hear this again.
Nigeria. There was no media organizations. And you know what was happening to those people? To Lawrence and Masara Kim and all of them? The journalists sitting in the big capital cities, the big cities and in the capital, who were taking the line from the government and didn't have the courage or the integrity or the professionalism or the character or the motivation to go to those frontline villages. They just bought the line from the government that it wasn't really happening, and they bought the line from the US State Department that this is nomadic tribesmen being forced to move from climate change. The Fulani are not really terrorists. Oh, the fact that they're Muslims got nothing to do with it. Because they're nomadic tribesmen, they're looking for other land. They're looking to go somewhere. You know, and that's forcing them to clash with the Christian villages. Nonsense.
Yeah, please, we have just played only half of this DonAza's analysis. Only half. In the afternoon, we'll play the second half. Let us pray this morning.
ezi onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, Chukwu okike abịa ma bụ onye anyị na-efe na-agọzi aha nsọ ya, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-achị, onye mmụọ na mmadụ na-erubere isi, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ ọkaka. Ụbọchị ene ka anyị na-etuga eze ebube dị ngọzi, mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ndị gboo wee tụọ oge ebighị ebi. Onye nwe m, ụmụ gị wee gbakọọ n'ụwa niile iwe na ozi ọma nke gị onwe gị n'ezi ha site n'ọnụ mmadụ dị ndụ na nke ebere dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-asị na onweghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị bụ n'ihi na ọ bụ anụkpa ahụ sọsọ ka mmadụ dị ndụ bụ. Ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ, maka na okwu nsọ gị na-adịgị ma ruo mgbe ebighị, n'ihi na okwu gị niile ga-abịarịrị na mmezu. Ọ bịa mere Biafra ga-eji wee bịa na mgbe nke anyị. Anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị wee na-arịọ gị na-asị lekwa ude nke anyị na-asụ n'akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka o metụta gị n'obi. Onye nwe m na Chineke nna nke igwe, biko dịka isi wee napụta ụmụ gị n'ọbụ iji tụgotu wee wezuga ụmụ gị bụ ndị Biafra mgbe ekwensu bụ zuu nke mmadụ dị ndụ karị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma na-asị gị n'ime ọnọdụ anyị anyị ga-ekele ha nsọ gị wee nye gị nsọpụrụ ụtọ na-eji ama mgbe niile n'ihi na anyị enweghị chi ọzọ ebezuga ka anyị nwe anaghị efe arụsị ọ dị mụrụ iji wee na-agọzi nsọmụkwụ anyị niile ọ bịa mere IPOB ji wee gbaa mgbọrọgwụ n'ụwa niile anyị anaghị atụ egwu mmadụ dị ndụ anyị wee na-eto gị eze ebube dị ngọzi si gị biko gbatara anyị ọsọ enyemaka ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye anyị refe nwanya bụ isi ala nye ka i wee napụta ndị gị n'ọbụ nke ekwensu anyị wee na-enye gị ofe na nsọpụrụ Naija ma na-asị lekwa ka ndị iro anyị niile ka kasị wee baa ha ọnụ ha wee baa ọnụ ọzọ obodo ekwensu bụ zu ala ọkwa n'iyi eze ebube dị ngọzi anya ọnwa anyị bụ ụmụ gị wee na-akpọkọ ha nsọ gị na-asị na ebe gị chi ọzọ egwezuga gị anyị wee na-aja gị mma wee na-eto gị na-asị onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onye kere na otuto niile na nsọpụrụ niile na ịja mma niile site n'ebighị mara ebi ka a na-arịọ gị ise
Thank you very much for joining me. Please let me see you this afternoon. Make sure you share this video so that everybody will see it. If you are yet to subscribe to the channels, make sure you subscribe. If you want to join the 100 men that are making sure that things are happening in the homeland, please get in touch with me. Very, very, very important. Call me on my number +3935 100 335 21. I hope to hear from you. I am waiting. But